Right, welcome to our training walk. This is gonna be very low key. We're just gonna wander along with the dog. We're just walking on the Corks Lane end of Hadley. There's another dog now coming, so we're just gonna put Rosie heel into a heel position till we see what the dog is. Okay, Rosie, stay heel. Good girl. Close. Close. Hello. Good girl. Away you go, Rose. There you go, that's all nicely over with. It's going to be a training walk, but the emphasis is on walk. It's, when you're out training your dog, don't overdo it, don't go crazy, The dog doesn't want you to keep on at it all the time to do things, let it sniff, enjoy itself, let it be a dog. So what we're going to try and do is, when we get to the top, we've got a nice clear bit of field. We're going to start the walk, or start the training aspect. I'll probably do a fairly reasonable recall, just to get the dog into the mindset of coming back. And then what we'll do is we'll just wander and try and manage situations as they occur. When we get to the end of the walk, we come back down into town. There's parts where you can't see round corners and bits and pieces. So what we'll then do is, obviously we'll call Rosie to heel like we just did when there was a dog coming there. Just pull her back. This is the time where if your recalls aren't that good, you need to be looking well ahead, and if there's anything in there, just call the dog back. So what we're going to do now is, just when we get to the end of this field here, I'm going to put Rosie into a sit and probably only do the length of cricket pitch, 2 cricket pitches, just do a short recall at front, and then we're just going to get on with things. I'm not going to make any apologies for the video recordings. When I'm out here to enjoy it with my dog, a couple of you have asked just to get an idea of what sort of training I do with Rosie when we're out on a walk, and to be honest, very little. We walk, the main part of walking with your dog off lead, and certainly when you've got advanced dogs like this, is to actually you to be observant, for you to pick up and watch your dog. That's where you take care of the risk management. If you see somebody coming in the distance, if you recognise them, their dogs are right with your dog and everything else, you may have to. Rose, what have you got? Good. Here we go. What have you found in the hedge? Hey, bad girl you are. Good. Right, we're now going to come up to this bit where we're going to just put Rosie into a sit. Oh, I think we've got some other things that Rosie's interested in first, so let's just clear that out of the way, and then we'll find out what she's got. Good girl, good indication. Back, clear. And then we'll put her in the sit, and we'll so hopefully you'll enjoy this. Rosie, wait. Now we've given her a wait command. We're going to try and get away a reasonable distance, about the length of a good length of grip. Come front, come quick. Good girl, come front. Well done, and sit. Good girl, well done. You do need to let your dog be a dog, and have a sniff round and do dog things. That's part of, you need to trust your animals. That's how you build up the relationship and the teamwork with a dog. But the most important part of this walk is just, it's emphasising the risk management side. If your dog's off lead this much, it's fairly well trained. You don't need to actually be having me telling you how to get your dog to heel and anything else. What you need to do is, we're now coming up to a junction here. we've got possibility of walkers approaching from left and right hand side, so you know we can't see round. Rose, heel, good girl. So what we'll just do is we'll check her into heel just for a minute. Good girl, well done. You know, praise your dog. You know, the whole point of this is your walk has got to be enjoyable, and it's also got to be enjoyable for your dog. Well done, Rosie. Stay here, good girl, well done. She's just getting quite keen because she knows that around this corner is where the magic happens. We go up the hill and hopefully we can have a good walk. It's certainly a beautiful evening for it. Right, nothing coming either way, so we can go. Right. Good girl, Rose. Well done. We've just got Rosie back in. There's just a little blind corner here, so we've just got Rosie back into heel just while we see around the corner. Rose, stay heel. Good girl. Or we could just not be lazy and move out onto the field edge a bit and have a look round. Right. No, there's nothing coming. Off you go. Good girl. Well done. There you are. And she's free to go and do what she wants to do. You know, this is it. It's got to be enjoyable for you and the dog. There's no point in making it a solid hour's training session, because you're not going to enjoy your walk and your dog sure is. So you're at the top of the hill, because I don't anticipate we'll have to do a lot till we get to where the badger set is. There we go, there's another dog in the distance. So what we'll do, Rosie, heel. We'll just call her back to heel till we recognise the dog and realise ours is under control. Well done. Off you go, Rose. Away. This is a guy that's training his dog. It's obviously going to be a gun dog. So he's doing a bit of whistle and a bit of dummy training. Obviously we don't want them to join in with the badgers, and definitely don't want them to interfere with them. So keep your dogs under control. Right, go on then, Rosie, you can go now. Away, good girl. And then we're past that, we can let her off again. Off she goes. Well, off on her own. Beautiful bluebells. You can just see the holes in the bank for our friends the badgers have been good girl. She's responding to the guy training on the gun dog. Good girl. Sit. Well done. A little bit of distance control there. Down. Doesn't hurt anything. But that's enough now. Let's call it a day. Good girl. Off you go. You know, if your partner doesn't attend training with you, you know, this is a time where they can pick up controlling the dog. But you know, one of the main things is manage the situations before you get to it. You know, we have people up here now. It's half a mile ahead, but you know, if your dog is hyper sociable and likely to go hairing off, you know, now is the time where you need to think, oh, there's a road and there's two people ahead with a dog. You know, I need to start thinking about calling the dog back. It's no good waiting until you're on top of them and then wondering why your dog has bolted off towards the people in the road, because you know you haven't been paying attention and it's found them far more interesting. So Rosie, well, there's nothing on her mind. Good girl. We'll call her in, we'll give her a treat. Now we've called her in half a dozen times now, so you know, this time, Rose, lead on. Good girl. We'll just pop her lead on. Good girl. And we'll just walk her on lead. You know, we don't have to keep her on lead. It's a beautiful evening. I know she's under control. Rose, close. Go on in, off you go. You know, we can release her again this time, you know, because we do this regularly, when I call her in and put her on lead, it's not necessarily walk over. You know, it can be for a number of things. We might be just doing a couple of minutes training. We might be an area where I've seen something, you know, say we have a lot of deer here, so, you know, rather than, you know, she's not going to chase them, but unfortunately some of the little muntjacs and the roe deer, if they get cornered, they've got horns, so we don't really want me dog impaled on a deer that's too frightened and it's taken it's taken cover. So, you know, we're now walking down towards the road. So Rosie, good girl, heel, well done, good girl. Right, I think that, my dog, is your walk for this evening over. We'll walk home through the town. Okay, thank you.